I came to win, to fight, to conquer, to thrive.
Hey, Diva Nation. This is your girl G with Diva Nation Entertainment. Listen, thank you for tuning in with me again on this week. As promised, I'm coming to you week after week with new news, new entertainment news. And so God has blessed me on this week to meet a young lady here out of Kings Mountain, North Carolina. I'm going to introduce you all to her. But first of all, I just want to say I truly appreciate you tuning in. And I hope that you all are preparing to have a wonderful holiday. Make sure that you're having a safe holiday out there, guys. 4th of July weekend, and just giving glory to God for being here today and being able to sit in front of you and bring other artists and news and things of that nature to you again. So God is truly blessing, and as always, I thank you for your support. So thank you so much. So listen, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm not going to carry on any longer, but you know me, when I come in, I've got to say a little something. I always want to say I thank you and appreciate you, because I truly do. Without you, this would not be possible. So without viewers, this would not be possible. So I truly thank you. All right, so we're going to get into it. And listen, I am sitting with my diva, my new friend, my new sister in Christ, Miss Penni, who is with Kingdom Seamstress / So Kingdom Studios right here in Kings Mountain, North Carolina. And listen, I've had the pleasure to sit down and talk with Penni and get to know a little bit about her. And you know, I think Penni, we actually met through me networking, correct?
That's
okay.
Right.
So I'm always online. I'm always scoping. I'm always looking for new artists or new adventures to bring to Diva Nation Entertainment. And so actually, I think I was streaming through, or perhaps we met through a mutual friend, Miss Modesty Dunbar, perhaps. I'm thinking that's where we met. But nevertheless, when I saw her, I saw something interesting. There's something very, very interesting and something very peculiar about this lady. So I said, you know, let me tap in. Let me open up her page and kind of see what's going on with this lady. So to my amazement, I found out that she is actually a designer. Yeah, she's a designer right here in Kings Mountain, North Carolina. See, you thought you only knew Gucci, Versace, Louis Vuitton, you know, name some of those other Michael Kors, you know, Jimmy Coo. I don't have Jimmy Coo money. So look, I'm right down here in Kings Mountain with a budget. So to God be the glory. But listen, we actually have, and this is what I want you all to know. Carolina has so much talent. I mean, North Carolina right here, guys. I'm finding it every day, every week. Things that we didn't know existed, they exist. So she's existing. She's here in Kings Mountain. And so you're going to get to know a little bit about her today. And listen, I really want you, normally I try to keep my segments about 15 minutes or so. Okay. But we've already prayed and we've asked God to have his way. So we're on God's time today. And I just ask that you stay connected, stay tuned, because she has a very, very powerful, inspiring story. And just as we stated today, once she begins to talk, we just are believing that someone's going to be set free through this ministry today. So this is going to be a little bit different from what you're normally seeing me do. But it's still good. It's still Gene. It's still Diva Nation. But we're just going to allow God to intervene today. And we just want people to be set free today, okay? Particularly my women. We just want you to know that I don't want you to look at your situation and feel like you're stuck there. I don't want you to look at your life and feel like you can't do any better. This is all I'm worth. This is what my only capabilities will allow me to do. But I want to stop right here and just say this. So I'm going to minister just for a minute, if it's okay with you, Penni. I just want you to know, for many of you that know me, and there are many of you that don't know me, but for the ones that don't know, the last 7 years of my life was hell. I was in a very bad, toxic relationship. So bad to the point that I lost my identity. So bad that I didn't know who I was. And it was one day that my daughter came to me and she says, who are you? We don't know you anymore. And as a mother, that did something to me. I'm like, yeah, I'm Jean. I'm mom. But she said, no. we don't know who you are anymore, because that relationship took me to a place that I completely lost myself. Okay, so what I'm saying is, sometimes you can find yourself in situations where you will completely lose yourself, and you start to lose hope. You start to lose your self-confidence, and you just really, you aren't who people know you to be, because you've transformed into something rough. You've transformed into something so ugly that people don't recognize you anymore. And that's where I was, Penny. That's where I was. So today, this is going to, like I said, this is going to be a little bit different. And what I want you to know is, for many of you, I am Diva Nation Entertainment. I was not Diva Nation Entertainment 6 months ago. I was what someone else said I was. And that something was not good. That something was telling me that you're nobody, you're nothing. Nobody's going to love you. You will never amount to anything. You are a piece of crap on the ground. And this is what I was told for 7 years of my life. 7 years, I was nothing. So what happens is, and Penny, you probably can identify with this. When you continue to stay in those environments, when you continue to hear that day in and day out, that's what you believe. That's what you believe that you are. And so for 7 years of my life, I didn't feel that I was capable of being anything other than what I was told and what I was called to do. But thanks be to God, here I am today. You see me. I am here inspiring women all across the globe. I am here networking and meeting people that I never thought or knew in my life. And before Penny and I, came on the air, we were just talking. I said, you know what? Here's the beauty of this. When God predestined me, when he put me into my mother's womb, he had already destined this day with Penny and I. We have some similar stories. And so that's the amazing part about God. 30 years down the road, 35 years down the road, here I am meeting this beautiful woman whom I never knew, never came into contact with, never knew had a business. But here I am today sitting with you because I took the initiative to get up one day and said, you know what? I am who God says I am. I am not what you says I am. I am worth more than crap on the ground. I am loved. And you know what? You may not love me, but I am loved by my Father, Jesus Christ. I am a daughter of the King. That is the most valuable love that I could ever experience. And you know what? I just met Penny. I love Penny and Penny loves me. That is a love that's unconditional. It's not based on who I am or where I'm going, but it's based out of godly love, So our message today is, sister, even a brother, somebody may have told you something. Somebody may have said, you're just like your daddy. You're never going to be anything. You call the devil a lie. You tell the devil you are a lie. I am who God says I am. So I'm going to stop ministering, but I just wanted to encourage you today, whoever you are, woman, man, boy, or girl, when you meet Penny and you see what she's doing, this is confirmation. This is clear confirmation that we are more than conquerors through Jesus Christ. Amen. We are who he says we are. You can be anything that you choose to be. It is up to you at the end of the day, right? Amen. Right. At the end of the day, you make your own destiny. You have choice. You have to choose your destiny. You can either stay in what they tell you you are or aren't, or you can get up out of that situation today and you become what God says you are and can become, okay? And so I'm going to stop talking and I'm just going to introduce Penny. I've already introduced her, but I'm going to let Penny come in and talk a little bit. And even in doing so, she actually has some pieces that she's going to show us today. And I want you to know, as always, you will get her information. It's going to go across the screen. You'll have the information on how to contact her. I'm also going to show you some of her pieces via After the interview, I'm going to have some pieces run across. She has some amazing pieces, and y'all know I've already picked me one up. I've scoped me one out. Y'all know I love that camouflage look. So that you're going to see that camouflage dress. I got to have it. You know, I might have to get it altered a little bit because it's a little too long for me because I'm short. You know, it's designed for, you know, it's a maxi. So you're going to get to see it, but I may just have to have it altered just a little bit when she makes mine because of, you know, I'm short, can't help it. Talk to God about that. That's how he made me. I'm sorry. Okay. So, Penny, thank you for joining me on Let's Talk About It. This is a true pleasure. True
Amen.
pleasure.
Amen.
All right. So you can go ahead and let Diva Nation know a little bit about you and how you got into being a kingdom seamstress.
Okay. Well, mine is almost like the Cinderella fairy tale. I was adopted at the age of 5, and my dad asked me, you know, I don't have no adopted dad. I have a dad. You know, there's no such thing as me. He's the man that raised me.
That's right.
But, he asked me, what do I want to be when I grew up? And I said, I want to be a fashion designer. And so he gave me all of his work uniforms because he worked in a factory. And I'm like, I can't make dresses out of this. And he was like, but you need to sew this up. So I sewed for years offhand. I would repair all of his uniforms, even though it was aggravating because I wanted to make clothes. And then in the process of being adopted, I dealt with a lot of things. I dealt with a lot of identity crisis and issues because of being teased. And even so much of when I was raised, I had an auntie who would give me clothes, and she would do it in a way to make me feel less than because she gave it to me. And so my way of getting back at her is I would take those clothes and I would cut them up and I would redesign them and wear them. And my mom to this day will tell you I was doing that. You know, I would take and I would mismatch things and I would cut something out. Even though it wasn't quite right, I still attempted.
Yeah.
And so I kind of put sewing down, and growing up, you know, you either wanted to become a doctor, a lawyer, or a teacher, or a preacher, and
or a singer.
Yeah, or a singer. You know, nothing dealing with fashion. That just wasn't a money maker, or even a hairstylist.
Right.
But I was an at-risk teen, and I was always getting into trouble, and I was always the one that, you know, whatever was going wrong, whatever crime was involved, look for me.
Right.
You know, you never really saw me, and I was really called the least likely to succeed. And that's actually the book that I'm writing, because for a while, when you hear that, you know, when you're here, you ain't gonna be nobody. When you hear, you might go to school, but you're gonna wind up pregnant. Your mind begins to take form, especially when you go and things don't turn out the way you exactly wanted them or the way you thought they should be. So you start conforming. Well, maybe this is what's gonna really happen. So I was the at-risk teen. You know, I went to college and I barely had a GPA to get in college because I was at-risk teen. I was looking to maybe get a job and just work and stay at home. I wasn't looking to go to college, and I wasn't looking to do, but it seems like in the midst of all of the things that was happening, I was accepting what the devil had said. You're not going to be, you're adopted, you don't fit in, you don't belong here. But something that blesses me, God was dealing with me last night about disappointments, but it's a blessing to be a misfit.
Amen.
Some puzzles may be complete, and it doesn't mean that there's a problem with you because you don't fit. You just don't belong with that puzzle. You need to get where you need to be.
Hello. I need a new gig, new puzzle gig.
So I went to school and I was trying to be a school teacher. I majored in history, pre-law, and with the math that I had, I can actually go to law school, but that wasn't my niche. I wanted to be a school teacher. And I tried for 10 years trying to be a school teacher. I actually became homeless because I couldn't find a job. I couldn't keep a job. I was a substitute teacher, and I actually lived in a shelter. But the only thing I could do then was make jean skirts. I could take pants, I would cut them open, and I would make a jean skirt, just like I would do with those clothes. And see, when my aunt would give me those clothes made they represented me, the unwanted.
Wow.
And that's the ministry of everything that I make. Most of the time I go to thrift stores, I go to high dollar stores, but I look for the material no one wants, because the thing that no one wants, the ministry, everything that sometimes people can call things ugly, they can call you ugly. But Your ugly is beautiful, because sometimes the most ugliest things, because it's without form and it's without anything, but it's only for God and for the spirit and for destiny to shape it to its liking. But sometimes we try to conform, we try to suppress and compress and all kind of presses that you want to. You even oppress yourself to become, to be liked, to be accepted by by society, by man, by anything. And that's where I was. And you know, being a misfit, I had to take that sign off. I don't want to be a misfit. I want to belong here. And you know, the puzzle's already complete, but I'm trying to get in right there in the little crack. My encouragement is, find what you love. And that's the thing that you need to do. Because when you find what you love, you'll do what you love, and people will enjoy what you have created. But when you find yourself doing what other people's like, when you find yourself trying to please them and not him, you will find yourself in so much problems,
so much bondage. And one of the things that I like what you're saying is, when you find you and when you begin to love you, you're not waiting on anybody's approval. And that's where I am. I don't need anybody to validate me anymore. I don't need anybody to tell me that I can do this or I can't do that. So that's one of the beauties that I love about that. Okay, so let's look at one of your pieces that you have so eloquently designed. And let's talk a little bit about that. And guys, I hope you will be able to see this.
This is a combination. It's a denim brown and it's a indigo ash wash denim skirt. And when you look at it, you're saying, oh my God, what in the world is that? Well, when you put it on, it's a mermaid skirt. So it fits you in the hip and in the thigh, but it flares out. And the things that I do, I cover up, because at one point in time, when my body had been taken at the age of 12 by a cousin, you know, to someone who has been violated, or a rape victim. Sometimes you think you think that there's nothing, because when defilement has taken place, there is nothing graceful about it. So I would show everything, but I found a way to make things to cover my body but still look beautiful. So the skirt is long. It's it's almost like a maxi skirt, but it's made of denim. And like I said, it fits in the hips, it fits at the waist, but it flares when it gets to the bottom. So it's not you're not like a mummy.
So let me ask you this. This piece that I'm looking at, the top piece, where was this material cut from? This piece?
It was cut from a skirt.
This was actually cut from a skirt. And then the bottom piece that we're looking at here, where was this material cut
It was
from?
another skirt.
It was another skirt. So you just took two skirts and combine them.
And it took hours of me just putting things in the floor and just looking. And that's where God gave me my ugly is beautiful, because I was sitting there and I was trying different things. I wanted to do lace, but I wanted to do something that no one has done or daring. And this is a skirt, and some of the things that I make, they're beautiful, but most of all, they require confidence, and they encourage confidence for the person who's going to wear them, because it's something that everybody can't pull off. But when you put it on, it looks awesome on you.
And I don't know if you heard, but this piece is called My Ugly is Beautiful. This is that piece. And what size is it? Because
it would be almost a 16. That's a 16. And the thing is, it's stretched. The things that I cater to with me being a seamstress, because once again, I've been homeless, and actually I was the one that everybody would talk about and stuff like that. You know, everybody else is finding mates but me. I done went to everybody's wedding, done cried boo-hooed and brought a gift, and here I am. I have no one. And my husband, I met him, and the thing was, he saw me from the process of being homeless to finding a job and trying to get myself together. When you look at my hair, you look at it, and at one time I was growing natural, but because at the time no one else was doing natural, so I wanted to be like everyone else, and I permed it again. And so now I started back natural, and I'm at my natural beauty because I'm learning to embrace who I am. And these skirts, they stretch for a lot of my plus size girls. A lot of my clients are plus, and some of them are tall. So the material, I look and I mix texture so that when you find a garment, you know, sometimes if you have a lot of hip, you know, that's not a bad thing, because
Yeah.
He made everything.
Yeah.
He made it good.
Yeah.
He said it was good.
Yeah.
He didn't say, I'm going to go fix it. He said it was good.
Yeah.
So we have to figure out a way to make your good look good, right?
So we got something for everybody, because I know a lot of y'all got some hips out there. I ain't even gonna call no names, but y'all already know who y'all. She got the material for you.
I'm going to hook you up.
Okay, she's got the
hook you
material.
up and you're going to look good.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about a piece that you're currently working on.
Okay.
Let's talk about that.
This is a peplum, a size for peplum for a child, and it's actually, I had a parent. I'm helping a parent make this garment, and what we did was we took golf shirts. You can go and you can find things in a thrift store. You can look in your sock drawer, and there's a t-shirt that's just sitting there. You can actually cut this up and make and design something custom made, because you will actually find this in the store for maybe $20+. But I teach classes for anyone who's willing, and I'm actually going to be doing tutorials where people can learn. I show the parent how to cut the pattern, cut the pieces, and we've sewn all this stuff together, and this child will be able to wear this Monday if they like.
Wow.
So while you're buying new clothes for school, take some of that old stuff that they worn last year, redesign it, repurpose it, and they got new clothes.
Right. And you know what? I just had an idea. I just had an idea. So for someone that's looking at this segment, and you have a child, again, you just made a great statement. If you've got old clothes that they can no longer wear, I would recommend you to get those clothes to her and see what you can come up with. Let her design some things for the kids. And better yet, let those kids tell you what they would like design. You know what I mean? Let the kids come and say, hey, I would like this to look like this, or let's take these few pieces here and make something. I think that would be a great idea. So for those of you that have your little ones, and you know, a lot of times you're getting rid of clothes, or you're taking them to the Goodwill or the Salvation Army, and that's good, because we don't want to stop doing that. But just perhaps those are things that can be cut up and made into something else, you know. So I definitely want you to do that. Even if you know me, because I'm getting ready to go home. I tell you, I've got a closet full of stuff that I can no longer wear, and I'm just probably going to take them to the Goodwill. But now I've got a new idea, so I'm just going to take some pieces and probably see if those are things that can be cut and made into something. And I'll be on that tutorial with you, or I'll be sending those things to you and say, hey, can you do something with this? So here's what's going to happen with Diva Nation Entertainment. I am going to represent her. I want you all to please, I am asking you, I'm pretty much begging you, I want you all to go onto her page. She's going to give you that information. I want you to send her some love. I want you to continue to encourage her. And better yet, if you've got something that you would like designed, something you would like made, I'm asking you to give her a chance. I want you to try her out because I'm definitely going to be doing that. I told her I have an awards to go to in September, and I'm looking for a gown. I actually had found a gown, the perfect gown, but for some reason or another, I may just come up with some crazy material and go in, and somebody be like, what the heck is that? And you know what? It's my life story. Yeah. I may have my life story wearing it on my body. So I think we can come up and collaborate something like that. Hey, I'm a daredevil. I mean, you know, it doesn't matter to me. But so tell the people, tell the viewers how they can contact you.
You can contact me at Sew Kingdom, SEWKINGDOM Studios at Facebook, or Kingdom Seamstress, that's KINGDOM Seamstress, SEAMSTRESS Rice at Facebook. And you can actually email me as well as Kingdom_Seamstress at yahoo.com.
Okay. And again, don't worry if you did not catch that. If you did, good. But it will be going across the screen so that you can get that information. I'm going to be in touch with her often, and I'm going to be asking her, you know, have some of you guys contacted her? You know, I want you to blow that Facebook page up. It's the 4th of July. If you want to blow up something, there it is right there. Let's get on this page and blow her page up, okay? I think you're a beautiful person. I'm praying right now as we sit here that God will just bless you in a way that's unimaginable to you. I'm praying that your business is going to pick up. I'm praying that people are going to be calling and saying, hey, I've got some old material that I never knew what I could do with. You know, she even showed me a lap cloth. out for church. And I'm going to have that picture on as well. And you can see that it's camouflage. It has a little bit of, what's that material going on around it? Maybe like silk or silk, something like that. It was really, really beautiful. And that may be one that I want to get because I'm a camouflage girl. So listen, guys, support women in business. Okay. We don't need to go any further with it, but we are minorities. We need your support. This is all made possible because of people supporting people. You know what I mean? And I think this is something I shared with you last night. I'm not mad at you because you're a seamstress. I can't hate on you or hate your business because I didn't carry that gift. That's not what God has given me. My gift is I talk. I love to talk. So she's not going to hate on me and not support me because, she's got her little segment, her little time, and I'm not going to hate who she thinks she is because she can take some pieces together and so I'm not going to support her. That's called hating. Why are we doing that? Come on, guys. Let's get together as a community. Let's get together as a nation and really start supporting. Again, I'm not knocking you guys. I'm not knocking my fellas. I love you. Really, I do. But we've got to get more support for women in business, okay? Without you, it's not possible. Without you, we can't make those ends meet. We can't continue to have business. So we don't want the doors shutting on our businesses. So I'm just asking prayerfully, you guys that support me, that follow me, if you are a follower of Diva Nation Entertainment, I am asking you to please go to her Facebook page. Again, it will go across the screen, and check her workout. Again, call her, give her a call, and just show her some love and say, hey, I heard your story on Let's Talk About It, and that was inspiring to me. What can I do? Hey, maybe somebody's out there, you want to sew. You have a desire to sew, but you just don't know where to start. And I'm going to tell you something. This is how I'm going to make it easy for you so that you don't feel bad. I don't even know how to thread a needle. Nah, I don't even know how to thread a needle. So you already know I take my stuff to the cleaners. I let Ching Chong or whoever, I let him sew up my stuff. So if I just blew my chances of getting a Boaz, because he's like, girl, you can't even thread up a needle, then that tell me you can't even cook either. So. But you know what? Bless me, God. Bless me. Because I'm going to throw your stuff in the microwave and send your stuff to the cleaners and we good, okay? But anyway, it's always good to laugh. And that's one of the things about coming to Let's Talk About It. We keep it raw and real. We don't sugarcoat. We don't funk the funk. We don't, besides, it is what it is. So I'm going to learn how to thread the needle right now.
Teach you. She going to make something. Watch.
And, put that little knot in there. So I was trying to sew something challenge. I couldn't figure out why wasn't coming together because I had a little knot on the end of the thread. See, I'm telling you, I'm going to learn right now so I can save my money and quit sending my stuff over there to Fleetwood Cleaners, okay? All right, listen, I love you guys. You are the best audience. Keep me in prayer. Listen, next week I'm coming back. I've got a gentleman by the name of Quentin Gay. Many of you may know him. Quentin played for the 49ers, UNCC Charlotte. Wow. 49ers, yes, praise God. He's coming on Let's Talk About It. He's got some news that he wants to bring to you. So I'm not going to tell you. I'm learning how to keep secrets and stuff. It's hard for me, but I'm learning. So listen, I want you to tune in again with me next week. I've got Quentin Gay, former UNCC Charlotte 49ers football player, and he's got some new exciting news for you guys. And again, I'm lined up. We've got the belly. Did I tell you we had a belly dancer coming on? I'm ready to get this stomach rolling because I'm tired of playing with it, So got my belly dancer coming on. Had to rearrange my schedule. I was supposed to be in the kitchen with the lady with the strawberries. I know that I told you that, but it's coming. She had some conflicts in schedule. So in the interim, just continue to do what you do. With, try to eat healthy, whatever you're doing with your strawberries. But we're going to be coming back showing you some new things that you can do. Healthy things that you can do with your strawberries. And then I'm just lined up. I've got Tawana Ross coming on. She is a gospel hip hop artist, and I'm telling you, you don't want to miss it. So stay connected with me all month. I'm bringing you the best that I can bring you in the Carolinas, guys. And so I love you. I appreciate you. Stay connected with me. Have a safe holiday. And we're going to get out of here. She's got to go with her family, and I, got to go do what I do. But listen, I appreciate you, and we're going to talk to you guys later. Bye. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.
I came to win, to fight, to conquer.